What I love about the Prophet most would be his character, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and especially his compassion for not only his Sahaba, radiallahu anhum, but his enemies as well.
One thing I loved about the Prophet ﷺ was his farsightedness.
What I love the most about the Prophet is how he was able to control his anger.
What I love most about the Prophet was his commitment to the religion.
I think what I love about the Prophet and what really attracted me to Islam was just how fair he was.
I love the Prophet mainly because of his character. And
what I love most about the Prophet is that he knew how to deal with difficult situations, and he was really kind and nice.
When he went to Ta'if to spread the message of Islam, he went around all to the chiefs and elders of the community, and they all mocked him, they all scoffed him, they all said that he was lying, that he was a fake prophet, that this was all like magic and stuff. And so he was walking, and there was a line of children, and they all started throwing rocks at him. And so he started bleeding all over from head to toe. And so when he went to seek refuge in a mountain, Angel Jibreel came to him and said, "You see these two mountains, I can smash them together and destroy this whole community." And the Prophet ﷺ said, "No, I don't want you to do that, because maybe the children of Ta'if, the children of these elders and these chiefs, they could turn into being Muslim and accept my message of the oneness of Allah."
One day, he was resting under a tree and placed his sword on top of it. And an enemy came and took the sword and asked him, "Who will save you from me?" And the Prophet said, "Allah." The enemy started to shake and dropped the sword. And the Prophet ﷺ picked up the sword and asked him, "Who will save you from me?" And he begged the Prophet and said, "Oh Prophet, please, you're a nice man, please let me go." And the Prophet let him go away. This shows how the Prophet was able to control his anger and compose himself.
If you see now, the community of Ta'if and Saudi Arabia itself is completely Muslim.
He did not stray from the path, and there was one moment where all the leaders of Mecca came together and tried to get his uncle to convince him to give up the religion. So his uncle went to Prophet Muhammad and told him that he would be offered women, wealth, and power, but he rejected the offer, and he replied that even if he was given the sun in his right hand and the moon in his left, he wouldn't give up the religion.
An ignorant man came to the masjid and started to pee in the corner. His companions tried to stop him in the middle of him peeing. But Prophet Muhammad ﷺ told his companions to let him finish, then we'll explain to him. When the ignorant man was done, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ told him that it was not good to do that, and don't do it again.
is the hadith of when Aisha radiallahu anha saw the Prophet praying during the night to a point where his feet began to swell, and he was continuing to pray. And then she asked him why he did that, and he said, "Afala akuna abdan shakura." Should I not be a grateful servant? This coming from the man who is khayru khalqillah, whose past sins are forgiven, whose future sins are forgiven, and yet he's doing that. And that says a lot about him. And that is exactly why I love the Prophet ﷺ, one among many reasons.
I love how he was able to be serious at times and also be playful at times. I love how he separated the two and was able to manage those two things.
The time that I remember that really exemplified the Prophet's fairness was when he came to Medina, and not wanting to favor one Sahaba or the other when he was thinking about where he was going to build his masjid, was when he let his camel pretty much roam around and randomly picked a place. And so I think that was really a time that really stuck with me about how fair this man is.
During the conquest of Mecca, and this is a time where he had his power, his moment of revenge, and he came in not only humbly, but he forgave everyone. He forgave the people that tortured him and his companions.
I love the Prophet ﷺ because he was selfless. He never put himself in front of anyone. And on the Day of Judgment, he will especially be looking out for his ummah as he will be the one who intercedes on their behalf with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
إسلامي وإيماني أضاء الكون وزمن بإسلامي وإيماني أضاء الكون وزمن